Rents are having their biggest decline that we have seen in a long time, guys. And they're happening in an area that I've talked about multiple times. It's the Sun Belt area. Can you believe it, guys? The area where everyone wants to live, that area is now seeing rent declines. We're talking about Texas. We're talking about Florida. We're talking about Nashville. We're talking about these areas where rent decline is going down, down, down. Guys, we need to talk about this. The reason why this is so big is because now we're really starting to see the market contract and things like insurance, property taxes. It's really affecting individuals and their buying power and their decision to even buy a home. They think to themselves, is it better to get involved in this insurance and property tax thing, or is it better to wait it out? And we're seeing that, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check in the description and the pinned comment. I have a newsletter. It will give you tremendous value and it's free. You cannot beat it. And also, guys, if you have any financing, it's really simple. If you have any financing when it comes to investment properties, my email is in the description, guys. You reach out to me. You will hear directly from me when it comes to financing, cash out, refi, purchase, whatever you need. Redfin report, the Sun Belt is seeing some of the biggest rent declines in America, guys. Listen, I have told you guys this over and over again, that one of the biggest things that you have to look at when it comes to real estate is the population. The amount of people moving from one area to another area, or if the area is just growing just in general. You are going to see a heavy investment from people building apartment buildings, buying duplexes, and we saw BlackRock and Amazon and all of these ridiculous, even Zillow came out and they were all buying in these Sunbelt areas, and they all bought with one theme in mind. They thought that rents were just going to continue to go up, up and away. They believed that there was no way in this world, in this universe, that rent could go down, because the way that everything was going, it was showing rent increases by 10% or more every single year. And in some instances, we were seeing this happen in months, guys. We were seeing 20, 30, 40% rent increases. Remember right after the pandemic, what happened to rents? They went through the roof and it continued to go up. And individuals were saying, I can't afford this. There's no way I can afford this. So we saw a big turn of individuals moving from renting to trying to buy a home, especially with the amount of savings that Americans had. The median ask price rent in Seattle fell 7.3% year over year in April, according to a report by Redfin. And then next came 9 Sunbelt metro areas: Austin, negative 6.6, Nashville, Jacksonville, Miami, San Diego, Phoenix, Charlotte, Tampa, Orlando. That's me. But rent did go down in all of those, guys. If you take a look at this, rent in each one of these, rent is going down, down, down. Now, what do all of these have in common? These are areas that everybody just skedaddled to. So we saw individuals leaving California, going to Seattle. We saw individuals coming to Austin. We saw individuals going to Florida. We saw people from New York come to Florida, from Illinois go to Florida. We saw all of these people migrating to these areas because it was the best thing out there, right? You couldn't tell an individual in Texas that Texas isn't the best place to live in the country. You couldn't tell someone in Florida with the no state tax that this place is the best. And everybody believed that. Even now, I have a hard time understanding why people want to live in Florida, other than the fact that the weather is good and there's no state tax. Explain to me why you want to live in Florida. And now remember, these are individuals telling me,
Orlando, the property taxes are insane. Orlando, the insurance, I can't even afford it. The housing? Are you kidding me? I can't afford a house here, even if I worked my hardest in 10 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
This is what individuals are telling me. These are not my words. I don't live in Florida. And then when I'm speaking to clients, I always ask them, so you really love the beach, so you go to the beach a lot then, huh? And they go,
oh, no, not really. People who live here really don't go.
What? So you're really there for no state tax. That's the reason why you're there. But do you realize the no state tax, you're paying more than if they had state tax? And the person goes, I think you're wrong about that. Okay. Look, you can't change everyone's mind. I'm not trying to get people to move from Florida. I'm not trying to get people to move from Austin. I'm not trying to get people to move from anywhere. I'm just trying to say that you should probably look at the numbers if you are saying yourself, it is unaffordable to live in this area. If it's unaffordable to live there and you're living paycheck to paycheck, or worse, you have negative paychecks at the end of every paycheck, you're in the hole because of the area you're living, I think it's time to move.
You have to use your mind.
I mean, but why? You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a YouTube guy. This is the reason why rents are declining. The Sun Belt has built a ton of new apartments in the recent years, partly to meet the surge of demand brought on by a flood of people who moved in during the pandemic housing boom. But then the boom is over, and now property owners are struggling to fill vacancies, which is causing rents to fall. And guys, I've been saying this forever. If you are in one of these areas, you're probably feeling the pinch. If you're a landlord in one of these areas, you're feeling the pinch. And I've said this over and over and over to landlords. Why are you charging 100% more on rent? Just because the market allows it.
Here's Johnny.
Why, if you had good tenants? This is just me. This is Orlando, right? If you have great tenants and tenants have been paying on time, I understand that you can raise the rent up 1,000,000,000%. I understand you can do whatever you want, but why would you do that? Because you're going to scare away. You're going to scare away good tenants that are staying with you just because you're chasing the money.
Pay me my money.
And I've said this to multiple people on consultations. Tenants are the lifeline of the investment. So if they're the lifeline of the investment, shouldn't you treat them right? I mean, that's just me. Shouldn't you treat them right? I understand that tenants can take advantage of landlords, but in this situation, when you have an option to raise the rent up by 100% or not, why? And then you wonder why your vacancy is 30, 40%.
Do you believe me yet?
And then now you definitely can't do it because now you have 1,000 units that just got built down the street and they're brand new luxury apartments and they're bringing their price down to your price.
This guy is so competitive.
Even if they're $100 over, a tenant would move into that area, into those units because they're brand new versus yours. Why would you knock your price up above the competition of brand new units? And I tried to explain this to individuals. Their mind just can't wrap around charging the max amount that the market allows, or more than that. And now we're in a situation where you have tons of vacancies. Tons and tons and tons of vacancies, guys. And then who knew that the insurance and property tax issue would be such a major problem in the housing market? This includes renting and this includes buying a house, because you can make an argument that that situation is affecting both of those sectors, guys. And I'm telling individuals, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. This insurance issue is just not gonna go away. This property tax issue is not just gonna go away. These things are gonna continue to be a situation that moves the market up and down, guys. I just wanna knock this home even further. I just went onto Zillow and I typed in Nashville, Tennessee, and I just looked at what was for rent. Now, look at this. Look at this. This is flooded. Do you guys see this? This is flooded with apartments. This is flooded with units. This is Nashville. Each one of these aren't just one unit. This is 14 units right here. This one is 21 units. Oh, look at this. 249 units in one bubble. And then we go further into it, 26 units, 10 units. It just goes on and on and on. And then to knock my point home again, guys, I just want to really make sure you understand what I'm saying here. I really need you to understand. When you start seeing articles like this right here, Texas and Florida are now buyer's markets. Here's why it could be the time to move to the South. If the media is now telling you this is a buyer's market, it's their buyer's market. Maybe they have a hidden affiliate with Redfin or Zillow or some of these other big mega housing corporations. But I'm telling you guys, it is not. This is just the beginning. This is not a buyer's market yet. In my opinion, you can take Fortune's forecast here and maybe they are telling you that it's a buyer's market. But in my opinion, we have a lot further to go. And when media starts telling you Oh, it's a buyer's market. Oh, now there's a lot further to go, guys. We're in the right direction. We're in the right direction. When you start seeing stuff like this, we're in the right direction, but we're not there yet, guys. So with all of that info that I just showed you, hopefully this will give you some valuable information so that you can do what's best for you and your family, because that's what really matters. Making sure that you and yours is taken care of, making sure that you guys can do whatever you need to do for your financial health, your financial wealth, all of those things. That is extremely important. Do not overpay. And remember, these companies aren't loyal. So hopefully you got value out of this content, but we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property. Guys, you will love it. And the information that you will get from those videos, they will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.